All right, your time is 6:46. With schools, sports, and activities filling up the day, the closest some kids get to actually thinking about a job is setting up a lemonade stand on a hot summer afternoon. But one Austin area nonprofit is helping to harness the spirit of entrepreneurship at an early age. And that makes Startup Kids Club our Daybreak All-Stars.
An entrepreneur is someone who sells, stuff to other people.
We should do like a watercolor-ish thing.
There's one girl who's come up with a biodegradable glitter.
So many ideas running through their heads.
And I got this idea from tracing the cover of a book.
The creativity is certainly there.
I'm buying candy, and then I'm going to dip it in this melted down plastic, and it's going to turn into joy.
All it takes is a little fine-tuning to turn their concepts into cash.
Yeah, I like the money.
Awesome.
That's where Amber Wakeham comes in.
We definitely don't give kids enough credit.
This mom and former elementary school teacher created Startup Kids Club in September of last year.
Have you guys seen those before?
Oh, yeah.
It's a nonprofit that helps local students build their business so they can become legitimate entrepreneurs.
I got a lot of naysayers early on when they're like, oh, are you teaching high school kids? This exists. And I said, no, I'm going for the elementary. We're laying that foundation. We're getting them young.
The class is free. Kids ages 5 to 14 meet once a week for 14 weeks.
There they go into developing their ideas, logo design, finance, creating a website, marketing and branding.
I'm trying to name my company, and so she told me that it might be a good idea to, write down things and then underline them.
Wakeham offers lots of tips.
So, did you see how I did that? I made eye contact, I reached out and I greeted them. I shook their hand.
Volunteers and weekly mentors also offer help and advice.
They're talking about revenue streams. They're talking about losses and profits and how they get their money. And
throughout the course of the semester, students host 2 showcases where they launch their business to the public. And if you think what happens in Startup Kids Club stays in Startup Kids Club, you're wrong. These guys are learning life skills like resiliency.
So we're teaching them that failure isn't permanent and success isn't permanent, that you've got to keep working at it.
Hats off to Amber Wakeham and Startup Kids Club for empowering these young minds to be fearless and think big.
They're not scared, and so it makes it a little easier when you're jumping out there and you're like, oh, I quit my job, here we are, running a nonprofit for free. It makes it easier to say, like, patience.
I'm starting a business. So much.
If they can do it, we can.
I'm doing YouTube. What are you doing?
And Market Day just so happens to be this Sunday, March 25th from 1 to 4 p.m. at Midway Event Park off of Loop 360. To find out more about Startup Kids Club and how to become a sponsor or volunteer, go to the story on kview.com. It's a fantastic group.
Great kids, our future bosses there.
Yeah.